Hobie shouts from the living room, Jinhyang, Jinhyang, Jinhyang. Came there. Hobie, what happened? Why are you shouting? Hobie, Yungi Hang, where is Jinhyang? Yungi, he hasn't returned from the university. He has some extra lectures. Hobie, oh, Yungi, but what happened to you? Hobie, nothing. I got some free time, so I thought to make budget for next month. As today is the last day of the month, and tomorrow we will get pocket money from our parents. Yungi, I was also thinking this. We have to do lots of changes as now there is price hike on all the items, so we have to make new budget and do lots of adjustments. Hobie, yeah, yesterday I went to buy notebook for me and dad's price also increased. Yungi, we will make budget at night after the dinner. Hobie, I have a test tomorrow, so I have to study. I can't make budget at night. I only have free time for now. But Jung Hang hasn't returned. Jungi, then why don't you study now? If you start from now, then till night, you will cover your course. Hobie, I thought about this, but June is teaching G-Cook for their upcoming exams, so I can't study there. Jungi, then you can use my room. Hobie, but you have to make presentation for tomorrow, na? And you can't make that here. Yungi, I will make that in kitchen. Don't worry. Go and bring your bags. Hobie, okay. This is a small rented house where 6 teenager boys are living together. They all are students and surviving on their parents' money. Everyone belongs from middle class family. This house has 2 small bedrooms, a small hall, a small kitchen and a washroom. Junjin sleep in one room and Hobie and June sleep in another room. Jigok sleep in living room. They all happily adjusted themselves in small house. Jin is 20 years old and second year university student. Jungi is 19-year-old and first year university student. June and Hobie are 17 years old, high school student, 11th standard. They are classmates and Jikook are 15 years old, high school student, 9th standard. They are classmates too. Earlier, they were living in hostel room that was very expensive for them and they don't like hostel's food. Jin wanted to shift in an apartment but their cost was very high, so he found Yungi who had the same problem. They decided to live together. Yungi found June and June convinced Hobie and he convinced Jikook. Nobody knows each other beforehand. Their financial problem made them together. They are living together since 3 months and now they all are very happy. They all are single child of their parents, so they never experienced how it looks like to live with other members. In the beginning, they had to face a lot of difficulties, but later they adjusted themselves. Time skipped after the dinner. Everyone done their dinner and ready to make budget. Everyone was sitting there. Hobie was sitting with paper and pen and Jimin was sitting with calculator. Making budget is the most difficult thing because they all never agree on same thing and ended up with fighting. Jin, see, I know we will involve in a fight, so it would be better if we all control on our tongue and try to avoid the fight, which is impossible. June, it's impossible, Hang, but we will try. Hobie, price increased of everything, so we have to give X more share of to balance it. I decided to add 5% extra amount. Cook 5% extra amount? Then how will I eat my tasty food and banana milk? No. I'm against of this extra share. I won't give any extra amount. Yoongi looked at him. It doesn't matter. We have to pay extra amount. Cook. It's cruelty to snatch a baby's precious snacks and banana milk. Jimin patted Cook's shoulder. It's okay, Cookie. I will buy you banana milk. Now keep quiet and listen to Hyang's. June, first, let's make the list of essential things by which we can't compromise. Then make a separate list whom we can replace by the substitute. Cookie, check the new price of product. Yunjin were telling Hobi the things that he was writing on the papers. Cook was telling them the new product from the internet. Jimin was calculating their price according to their quantity, and June was thinking how to minimize their expenses. After 2 hours of discussion and fighting, they were done with next month's budget. Jacob were upset because they cut down their evening snacks. Time skipped in the morning. Jin was shouting because it was their school time and no one hasn't ready yet. Jikook overslept because of their habits, and June and Hobie slept because they were studying whole night. Yoongi was sleeping because he didn't has morning lecture. Poor Jin was doing all the work alone. Jin, I didn't have morning lectures, but still I woke up early just to make breakfast for you all, and here you didn't bother to get ready on time. Shame on you. You aren't a small kids, you are teenagers. None of you have this sense of responsibility. Now, why are you looking at me? Have your breakfast and go to your school. Don't stay here like a statue. June, sorry, Hang, Jimin, and thanks for the breakfast. They all had their breakfast and left for their school. After a few hours, Yunjin also left for their university. Time skipped in the evening. Hangs were sitting in the living room with disappointed face. Jikook had extra classes, so they haven't returned yet. June, now what will we do? We thought our parents will send extra amount because of price hike, but they sent usual amount. Now, how will we manage? Yungi, I guess only price hike, not salary. That's why they didn't send extra money to us. It will be difficult for them to run the house. Jin, I agree with Yungi. When we have to face difficulties to run the house, even though we don't have much expenses, then for our parents it must be very difficult. Hobie, I asked from my classmate about hostel's food and rent. He said there wasn't any price hike in that, so I think our parents thought we don't need extra money. Jin got the message. Congratulations, guys. Landlord increased the rent. June, what? How can he do this? Yungi, everyone is suffering from price hike, June. Hoping. We didn't think about rent and electricity bill. Now how will we manage? June, I thought to buy some sample papers, but I think now our rest of the pocket money will use in paying rent and electricity bills. Hobie, Cookie was winning to pay 5% extra amount. Now what will happen when he find out we have to pay more? Jin, I think we shouldn't involve G Cook in it. They got very less pocket money. What do you say? Yungi, we will pay Jikook's share. But where are they? June, they had extra class. Jimin informed me in lunch break. Hobie, but by now they have to return back. Wait, let me call them. Yungi, no need to call them. Looked at window. See, it's raining. They must be busy in drenching. Jin, I swear if they came here by drenching in rain and fall asleep, then I will beat them by my pink frying pan. Meanwhile, with Jikook were returning back to home, but they decided to eat ice cream while walking. Suddenly, it started raining. They stopped near the stall for shelter. Jimin, it started raining. Thank God we found this shelter. If we drenched, then Jin Hyang will eat us alive. Cook. And before that, we have to listen Jun Hyang's long lecture. Looked at the stall. Minnie, which stall is this? Here is everything. Jimin, it's a donation stall. Cook, donation stall? What's this? Jimin, here people left the things whatever they don't need and needy people take the things which they want. Cook, oh, so that's why here is everything. Jimin, they are for good cause. They both were talking. Suddenly, they heard a small baby's giggles. They started searching the baby and found a cute little baby at other side of the stall. He was playing with rainwater and giggling. He was wearing a raincoat and holding a small baby umbrella. Jikook looked shocked. Baby? Baby looked at them with cute and adorable eyes. Jimin, oh, he's so cute. What are you doing here? Baby started throwing his hands with boxy smile, which melted their heart. Cook, Minnie, his parents donated him. Jimin, what are you saying, Cookie? Babies aren't the things which can be donated. Cook, then why is he here? Jimin, their parents must be left him here for shelter. They will be back soon. See, now rain has stopped. Let's go home. Hanks must be worried for us. Cook, bye bye, baby. Jacob waved their hands, and in return, Baby also waved his hand with boxy smile. But when Jacob started walking away from him, Baby turned sad and started looking at them with puppy sad face. Jacob left from there, and Baby was looking here and there. Rain also stopped, so there was nothing to play for him. Jacob wasn't feeling good to leave Baby alone. They came back and found a street dog was barking on him, and Baby was scared. Dog was about to bite him, but Cook quickly ran to him and picked him in his arms. Jimin chased away the dog. They both calmed down the baby and started playing with him. They waited for his parents, but when his parents didn't return, they decided to take him to home as it's not safe to leave him here. Jacob reached at home with Baby. Hanks didn't open the door for them because they were late and scolding them for half an hour. They opened the door and let them come inside, but now they were super shocked to see Baby in their hand. Yoongi, Baby, now where did you get him from? Cook, from donation stall. June, from donation stall? Are you serious? You two kidnapped a child? Jimin shook his head vigorously. No, Hyang, we didn't kidnap him. In fact, we saved him from a street dog. He was about to bite him. We were waiting for his parents. That's why we came late. Jin, do you think you will cook up these stories and we will blame on you? His parents must be searching him. Hobie, June, go with them and apologize to his parents. Hobie, okay, Hyang. Hobie and June left with Jacob at his donation stall. Baby was sitting on the floor and looking here and there. Jin was cooking the dinner and Yoongi was sitting on the couch and doing his work. Baby crawled to Yoongi and hugged Yoongi's leg and started pulling his pants to get his attention. But when he didn't give him attention, he sat on Yoongi's leg while hugging it tightly. Yoongi looked at him, who was giving him puppy eyes. Yoongi looked at him. What are you doing with my leg? You are looking like a football to me. You know I can kick you. Now leave my leg and sit anywhere else. Baby looked at him but didn't move from his place. So Yoongi moved his leg a little bit to scare him. Baby started giggling and hugged his leg more tightly. Yoongi understood he was having fun, so he started moving his leg back and forth. Baby was giggling and making happy noise. Yoongi again started doing his work. After some time, Jin came there and saw Yoongi and Baby. He thought Yoongi was about to kick the baby, so he went to him and started scolding him. Jin, mad, Yoongi, what the hell are you doing? How can you kick him? Don't you have a heart? Yoongi, Yang, I'm not kicking him. Jin, don't you dare to lie. I myself saw you were swinging your leg. Yoongi, yes, Yang, I was swinging my leg, but not to kick him. I was swinging because he was having fun. Wait, let me show you. Started swinging his leg, and baby started giggling. See? Jin sat on the floor and started playing with baby. Soon, Hobie and June came back with Jungkook. They couldn't find anyone near this donation stall. Hobie, Hang, there was no one. We asked from nearby people too, but nobody knows about his parents. Jimin, we told you before, but you didn't believe us. Cook, we couldn't find his parents, so it means now he will stay with us. Yoongi, no, he can't stay with us. Jimin, but we promise he won't disturb you. We will take his responsibility. June, Cook, and we will pay his share by our pocket money. June, shut up. Do you think he is any pet? He is a baby. We can't keep him. Cook, no, nah, please don't say this. Jimin, yeah, he has nobody to look after him. Jin, Minnie, Cookie, don't be emotional. Think practically. We can't raise him. We all are teenagers. We are students. We can't take care of him. We can't provide him the love and care. It's for his own betterment. Jungi, drop him where you picked him from. We can't keep him. Jikook, but Hyang, Hobie, Hyang is right. We aren't in this condition to raise him. June, let's go. Hobie was about to pick baby, but he crawled towards Yoongi and held his leg. Yoongi stopped at his place but didn't look at him. Baby stood up by holding Yoongi's leg, but as he was very small to stand up, so he fell on the ground and started crying loudly. Yoongi quickly picked him in his arms and started walking back and forth. After few minutes, he stopped crying. Everyone decided to keep him. For that, Yunjin started doing part-time jobs and Hobie and June started giving tuitions. Jikook started doing house chores to help his youngs. They all gave him a cute name, Titi. Titi was very naughty and teased Yoongi and June a lot. He happily played with everyone but irritated Yunjun the most. He didn't eat food by their hands. They had to run behind him to feed him his food. He recognized Jin's pink slipper and whenever anyone do any mistake, he quickly brought that. Everyone is so scared from him. Time skipped after a few days. Titi blended with everyone and became the reason of their smile. From past few days, everyone was so busy in their exams, so they couldn't spend more time with Titi. Titi was also little sad. Today, they brought him in nearby park. Jikook were playing badminton, and Hobie and June went to buy soft drinks for everyone. June was reading his book, and Shunki was sitting on the wooden bench and admiring Titi, who was playing with dry leaves. first time he saw dry leaves, so he was looking at them with curious eyes. He loved their crack sound. Yungi was smiling to see his reaction. He was wearing bare onesie which Jin brought for him. Yungi, hey, you bear, come here. What are you doing? Titi looked at him and showed his tiny baby tongue and started throwing his hands in dry leaves. He knew Yungi was getting irritated by its sounds, so he took this more. Soon Jin and Hobie came there with cold drinks. He's already prepared his soft strawberry milkshake from home. Hearing Hobie's voice, he quickly ran to him. Jin gave everyone their soft drinks. Tea drank his strawberry milkshake. A butterfly came there and Hobie started running and screaming. Baby Titi loved butterflies' colorful body, so he crawled to chase it with baby and giggling face. Everyone smiled to see his happiness. Where there is a will, there is a way. Money can be source of happiness, but it can't be happiness. Providing a child love and care are far better than providing money. Nothing can replace love. The end. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all like it. It was the requested story for one shot. I hope I didn't disappoint you. Recently, I saw so many comments for T's story, so here is this. I want each and everyone's comment on this who kept asking for T's story. If you can't comment, then don't ask me for T's story again. It's two-way traffic. I will provide you story according to your wish, and in return you have to do like and comments. I don't think it's too much. Like and comments help video to get reach. At least comment down which scene of the or dialogue you like the most. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.